Okay. We are live. Welcome, all you Husky fans and Viking fans. Jack Jones and Eric List, your voices of Husky hockey, are here in the Kraken Community Iceplex, and we welcome you to hockey, the 2 and 3 seeds for next week's Pac 8 Championship. So we should have a lot of fun tonight. And here to tell you about it, Eric List.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. Good evening and hello to everyone out there listening, and hope you're having a good night. We're going to have some phenomenal hockey like Jack mentioned, and an important thing Jack talked about. UW comes in as the 2 seed in the Pac 8. The Western Washington University Vikings come in as the 3 seed in the Pac 8. This is the last regular season game of the year for both sides. Ends up being the last regular season home game for the Huskies. So tonight and tomorrow, it's all about getting set, really, Jack, for next weekend in Cheney. Getting your final tune-ups, getting the legs exactly ready, because really, come next week, that's when you have to be playing your best hockey. Postseason hockey, it's where it's at. Jack, let's kind of dive into Cheney a little bit. So Huskies, as the 2 seed, will end up playing, I believe, the 7th seed?
Yes.
In the tournament, and you can go, so 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, so on, so forth next weekend in Cheney. What is at stake here tonight? Because really, for the most part, they've locked up the 2 seed.
Well, what's at stake here tonight is getting ready. Last year, the Huskies struggled some, and then the last 5 games of the season, starting with the Pac 8 tournament, Washington State was our quarterfinal opponent, and the first period we played okay. But starting the second period, our guys started playing, and they didn't stop until they lost 11 and a half minutes into overtime to the #1 team in the West. And we almost made the Nationals because we were playing so good. And so getting momentum rolling is what we need to do, and that's what's at stake tonight for both of these teams. You know, the Western Washington coach, Seeger, was telling me, and I did not know this, Western Washington, even though they're going to be the 3 seed this year, have never, ever won a Pac 8 playoff game. So he's highly excited about the opportunity to do that. Now, I'm going to scan over. I'm on the camera right now. I'm going to scan over, and I'm going to show you the Washington Husky jerseys.
They're cool jerseys.
They're very cool jerseys, and they are sponsored by Bespoke Physical Therapy, and they're fantastic when the players go to Children's Hospital or do charity work and stuff. But for hockey announcers sitting up here on our perch, I can't see the numbers. Eric's eyes are much younger, so we're going to let Eric try to decipher what numbers they are. And thank goodness we have both seen lots of hockey with these guys, so how they skate may be how we identify a lot of them.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be. They're readable, but
and then we got
it's a stretch.
Yeah, but we got the beautiful baby blues for the Vikings down here. So, do you want to talk about the goalie or
Sure.
the goalies? Or all right,
I'm more than happy to talk about the starting goaltenders. We'll start on the UW side.
all right.
Well, getting the nod in net tonight
Jonah Nash.
for the University of Washington Huskies. You see him right there. None other. It keeps doing it to me, Jack. I load the graphics in and they don't work. So either way, Jonah Nash, he comes in with 12 games played, an 8-3 record, a save percent of 92.6, and goals against average of 2.08. Now, we did not see Jonah Nash in net last weekend. It was Zach Reddy in the Friday contest and Cedric Poe in Saturday's contest. So Jonah Nash, usually the Saturday starter, gets the start here tonight, Friday, and would imagine Zach Reddy will go tomorrow. And Jack, you and I talked about it last week. You have to have fresh goaltending going into the playoffs. A goaltender can win you a game. So really look probably between Jonah Nash and Zach ready to lead this team on to the Pac-8. Now, on the flip side, for the University of Western Washington, the Western Washington University Vikings, it'll be number 74, Nolan Morena. Morena has been the go-to goalie for the most part of the season. Now, he's played 14 games and 10-4, has a goals against average of 4.86 and a save percentage of 87.4. Now, Morena did make both appearances versus the Huskies in December. And Jack, fun fact for you, I've actually seen him out a couple times at the open skates up in Bellingham. I've got a couple shots on him. I have not scored.
Okay.
But Morena has been out. He sharpens his skills during, stick and puck time. So Morena has been, said, the go-to goaltender for the Vikings this season, and he'll get the nod tonight as well. But the Huskies know how to score on him. Jack, let's go. We'll take a little trip back to 2025 and early part of December when these two teams met up in Bellingham, Washington at the Sportsplex. It was really a dominant weekend for the Huskies. A 4-1 win in game one, a little bit closer, and then a 10-1 win in game two. You and I talked about off air, though, a lot of penalty minutes in that weekend.
And if you remember correctly, we scored 6 goals in the third period, I believe it was. So it was 4-1 going into the third period. So it was not a foregone conclusion. But the Huskies did pick it up and scored early and often in that third period. So although Nolan is listed as a freshman, I'm pretty sure he spent 2 years. As a matter of fact, I know he spent 2 years playing for the Bellingham Blazers.
Yep.
And so he's freshman because of his class status, not because of his age. So he would be one of those 20-year-old freshmen. Very good goalie. The starting goalie from last year, Jack Wildhurt, is on the roster, but he has been suffering from injuries. He had concussion, and as a matter of fact, I got a story about Jack Wildhurt.
All right.
His girlfriend played on my high school lacrosse team.
Really?
She was the first year we started lacrosse 8 years ago. She didn't want to play on the girls' team. She wanted to play on the boys' team where she could hit people. And Mackay is a friend of mine to this day, and Jack is her boyfriend. And he was the starting goalie last year, but he got a concussion. And so about 3 weekends ago, I'm at Fred Meyer buying some groceries, and I hear somebody yell behind me, "Jack Jones, is that you?" This is in Bothell. I turn around, it's Jack Wildhurt.
Really?
And Mackay's mother, they came down to visit Mackay's mother.
Okay.
And so Jack was here, and it was the last person I expected to see down here. But he recognized me, called. We talked for a few minutes, and I think just trying to get healthy. He's done for the year.
Yep.
So the backup goalie for
Toki Young
is Toki Young. Toki is a freshman, and Toki was my goalie for high school hockey.
Really?
So
Okay.
I know Toki
So you got
very
some
well.
connections.
He is an incredible young man. He's about 6'3", 6'4", big goalie. And I was talking with Seeger, Adam Seeger, the head coach, and I said, "Has Toki got in played some?" And he said he played against Washington State and faced about 50 shots and only allowed 3 goals and played fantastic. So he's not scared to put Toki in if he has to. So, but Toki is an incredible young man. He's a big young man, and I'm very proud to call him a friend. And so I always hope that he does well. Against the Huskies, maybe not quite as much, but anyway, that's so. And I don't know Nolan very well, but I have seen him play, and so they are a competent team when it comes to the goalie.
They are, and they bring in a lot of young talent, a team that's going to look to continue to grow and build and looks and wants to be and is playing to be even better, next season and the years farther. Head coach Seeger has done a very nice job to build this team and continuing to build it up and try to compete at the top of Pac 8, and they've been doing really well this year, of course, in that third position. So he's done a good job, but he's not finished. He's not satisfied. He looks for more. But on the flip side for the Huskies, Jack, let's talk about the coaching staff for the Huskies.
Yes, I'm gonna scan over to them. I don't know if we're gonna have a camera operator tonight, so I may be doing it, and Eric may be doing most of the talking, but we're gonna see what happens. I've asked for the team to send me a player, but I don't know. So let's get over there and look at the bench and see who we got. And
The head coach, Matt Cleaton.
Yeah, and hold on a second. Let me get my sheet out here because I don't remember all of their last names, but I have them. And there they are. So in the screen right there is Matt Cleaton and also Paul Rainey. Creeping in there, that is the goalie coach, James Feldman. And let's see, let's look down over here. That's a photographer, Haley Durr. Right there is our trainer. And we also have Jordan Fitzgibbons is our offensive guy. Phil Higgins is our defensive guy. And Gord Wilcox is going to be the PA announcer. Haley Durr. And, of course, Cheyenne Mingo is our trainer. So there you go, all of our staff. And Eric and I.
Jack, we do have an anthem tonight.
Yes, we do.
Go through the starting lineups here again. Jonah Nash, we talked about.
Chris
net.
Yeah, one of our. Darren Morris, our two senior captains. Erwin Lampman. And Dominic Wolf. All right. The Wands. The Wands. Michael Wansley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the veil of sky o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red land, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free?
The Wands. Michael Wansley.
Well, that was impressive. That was really good.
You probably don't know, but the Wands has spent time singing with all of the famous Seattle musicians.
Really? Well,
All
if
the
he's
way
been
back-
if he's been with Macklemore, I can see that.
Macklemore, Baby Got Back. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eric, good luck trying to recognize and see the numbers
Yeah.
on these Husky jerseys.
They're special.
They
They're very unique jerseys. Thank goodness the numbers have a very slight trimming of purple, because
Yes.
otherwise I don't think it would be legible. Either way, we're just past 9 o'clock here in Seattle, and it's time for Husky hockey here from the Kraken Community Iceplex. Huskies, Vikings, puck drop. Now we're underway. Face off won by the Dogs, and they'll get set to break in the offensive zone. Shoveled ahead, but not any farther, and wait a quick whistle.
I think it got up into the bench.
Is that what it went? Okay.
Yeah, I think it got up into the Viking bench.
Here come the Vikings back the other way. That's one of the James brothers, Aaron James, who had on the half wall, gets it up to Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith holds it in for a moment, and it finally sneaks back out. Here come the Huskies. Far side cross. Shot goes wide. Come from Derek Yang. Next try. Into the corner. He ohms after it. Just goes past the stick of Chris Williams, and Huskies regroup. Cam Irwin, one touches in. Doesn't get any farther. Picked up by Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith carries around his own net. Intercepted. Husky centering try. No one's home. To the point. A drive swallowed up by Marina. Loose chance opportunity. Goes the other way for the Vikings momentarily. Huskies pick it back up. Far side. Rister. Save made. Sleddy tries to break it out. Stumbles but gets it out. Backpedaling. Eom. June Eom. Right side. Circle. Rister. Blocker saved by Moreno. To the corner it goes. Back up to the point. Eom. Goes down low. Derek Yang's there. Looking backhand centering. No one was there to collect. So it's going to come to the half wall. Their blockers say Morena's been sharp so far on the blocker. And
He's
it gets
already
cleared
had
back
to
out.
He's already had to face a lot of pucks.
Huskies break in again. Here comes Maloney. Maloney works on his backhand. Sidesteps one man. Made Thomas Deegan miss. Deegan chased in the corner, but Maloney gave away with it. To the far side, Maloney tries to get it again. Leaves it up to the point, where it's shuffled down low. Hunter Smith wraps it around. Nice job to hold the boards and keep it in. Hunter Smith picks it back up. Backhand. Wojcicki. Back to Deegan. Deegan to Webster. Webster high flips out. Huskies off sides. They'll have to regroup. They get back on sides. Nice job there. Quick pressure. And now it does come back out once more. Intercept in the neutral zone. Declan Quinn backhands it in. Aaron James fires just wide of Jonah Nash. Andrew Fan, he played in the WHL. Their leading goal scorer, 22 goals, 42 assists for 64 points, and we'll get a whistle. Fan wants a reasoning for it. It's going to come all the way back down Husky offensive zone.
Well, it was icing is the reason, but okay.
Well, he had his hand out.
So I failed to inform you of something. The Deegan's real first name is Thomas. His name is Jess. His mom won't even call him Thomas. And so Jess Deegan is number two's name. Okay, maybe it shouldn't have been icing because they brought so fix that to be Jess because nobody's gonna know who Thomas Deegan is.
Fan wins the draw. Back to Carver Johnson. Johnson uses the half wall to chip it in. Huskies will go pick it up. June Eom. Eom rims it around far side. Andrew Fan creates a loose puck opportunity, threw it in front. Harrison Webster couldn't put it home. Goes back behind the net of Jonah Nash, and here come the Dogs back the other way. Cam Irwin across the red line, right side, looking, takes it himself into the corner, gonna wrap around the net of Morena, centering pass, no one home. Comes out of the zone, Irwin gonna start the rush one more time. Throws it in. Goes all the way back around. Juniome tries to hold the point. It's ruled offside. Huskies have to regroup. In front of the Viking bench. Turnover created by Brumba for a moment, but here it comes back the other way. Left to Irwin. Irwin, his shot blocked. Nice job. Ethan Secord got in the way of that one. Irwin lays a hit or tries to at center ice on Brett Brumba. Secord dumps it in. He'll go grab a change. And Nash comes out of his net to play it. Huskies play catch as they work to break it out. Stops, looks ahead. Here they come, 1-on-4. And a wrist shot from Cameron Smith is swallowed up by Nolan Morena.
Speaking of Camerons, I saw Cameron Britt. He is not playing tonight, but he is much better. If you recall last Saturday night, his leg looked pretty bad, but he skated, and he probably could be playing tonight if we really needed him to. So hopefully, I don't know if he'll be in lineup tomorrow night, but hopefully I think he'll be fine for the Pac-8 championships next weekend. But that's good news, because I was really worried about that at some point in time.
Declan Quinn tried to create a rush and almost a turnover right in front. However, Huskies take it back the other way. Talking about players returning to the lineup tonight, Jack Duncan Needham back in. Got a quick chat with him. He just looking to get a couple touches. He wasn't quite sure how many shifts he would, take, but he was happy to be back in the lineup tonight. Duncan Needham.
Yeah, Duncan is trying to take it easy, but he's excited to be back out there. You're right.
Nash makes the save. It'll result in an offensive zone draw for the Vikings. Both sides get a quick line change. 15:07 to go here in the first period. We're scoreless. Now, we talked about the December games both going the way of the Huskies in a 4-1 win and a 10-1 win. Strong showings for Dominic Wolf in the first game, a nice 2-goal effort for him. Here comes Juniome. Drop pass intercepted, comes back the other way. Aaron James tries to chip it in. He stood up at the blue line, and this is gonna go for a penalty for the Huskies. Believe they're gonna get, I'm not even gonna try to tell you. Didn't get a good read on the numbers. I'll be completely honest. We'll get him as they come to sit in the penalty box right here. It'll be Peter Konopka who will sit. So the first time tonight, the Vikings will go on the power play.
The James brothers are from Alaska, and their dad flies down. He doesn't practice with them, but he is an assistant coach for the team. And so he flies down from Alaska to assistant coach in the games.
Fan kick down the draw. Off in a circle, will opt for Hunter Smith. Aaron James rims it around. And Huskies get a clear now. Jack, shorthanded goals felt like the name of the game last weekend for the Huskies. They had numerous between the two games last Friday and Saturday versus Eastern Washington. We'll see if they can get any here against the Vikings. Whistle.
Icing, yeah. They do have an aggressive penalty kill.
Anthony Endress got one. Ben Lampman, Logan Maloney. That was all in game one. And then Dominic Wolf got a shorty in game two. The kill was decent for the Huskies last weekend.
Yeah.
As they try to just pin the Vikings in the offensive zone, but here come the Vikings on a breakaway. Huskies skate back, hold them up at the point for a moment. Fan on a clear. Andrew Fan's there, and now they clear it out. Secord chips it into the corner, and back down it goes. Morena's there, but Secord will pick it up first. Minute 6 to go in the power play for the Vikings. They've had a little offensive zone time. Set up here. Secord, a wrist shot. They saw all the way by Jonah Nash, the rebound try, and they score. Picked up on the doorstep by Patrick Pearson. It's a 1-0 Vikings lead.
A couple of opportunities for the rebound, and Patrick Pearson did not make a mistake. He had a lot of net. He put it right home.
So Patrick Pearson gets things started with a power play goal. 13:46 to go here in the first period. Face off won by the Huskies. They'll work in the offensive zone. Pass just out of the reach of Cam Irwin. Comes to the point. A wrist shot. Saw all the way by Morena. He shares it wide, and they score! The Huskies come right back, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. Cam Irwin leads the handshake line to make it 1-1.
What a great pickup from the rebound. You know, he didn't panic. He took his time, got the puck, settled it, and then shot it into the top corner of the net. That was, those are easy to panic and just miss the net entirely. But he didn't. And, uh-oh. Why is the door open? Okay.
So as soon as we faced off at center ice, we'll do it again in the 1-1 hockey game. Here comes Aaron James, or Jacob James. His shot goes wide. Now there's two James, both Aaron and Jacob.
91 and 92.
They're playing on separate lines tonight. Here comes Cam Irwin once again, looking to get another one. He centers, and just out of the reach of a driving, we'll call it Brando Consola. Delayed penalty coming. Looks like a 7 to me.
Hey, look, I'm glad you can even see the numbers. Yeah. Looks like Chris Williams talking to the referees.
So Williams will go to the box. Vikings back to a familiar territory. They are just on the power play, and Huskies going to look for better on their penalty kill here.
As I told you earlier, I can tell how Chris skates. Several of these guys, I can tell how they skate because their numbers are not very visible to me.
Here comes a shorthanded opportunity for the Huskies, but a better job. It's Aaron James to stick with his man and knocks it away. So the offensive zone, a wrist shot swallowed up from Logan Maloney. Little pushing and shoving in front of the net of Morena. Now this was a very physical series up in Bellingham. We referenced the abundance of penalty minutes saw between the two games. Would imagine, Jack, that there will be no love lost in these final two games of the regular season between either side.
I expect it to be physical, but I don't expect a lot of stupidity.
All right.
And here's why. You get ejected, you run the risk of being suspended for the Pac-8 games.
True.
And so this weekend, especially tomorrow night, I don't expect there to be a whole lot of fighting. I could be wrong. They're 20, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids, and they may decide they want to beat up on each other. But I would expect that it's going to not really happen that way because they don't want to risk their playoffs.
Offsides the call. Huskies. Vikings going to work. Secord took offense to the shot on Morena after the whistle. Even Morena comes over to have a little a chin wag, as you like to say. There you go.
We got a chin wag
in the corner.
Right after I say there's going to be a lot of stupidity.
Well, this is going to result in a 5-on-3. Now, 1:09 left in the initial power play. Or actually, they're going to get offsetting. So Secord pleads his case to deaf ears, and Taylor Sloan will sit.
That was a weak whistle. That was a very weak whistle. I remember thinking, well, that's got to be a whistle. But it was such a weak whistle, I barely heard it.
And that might be the argument from Taylor Sloan is, so Sloan on a, so there's a cross-checking and a face mask. I would say I expected roughing calls, but I believe they're going to get Secord on a cross check and Taylor Sloan on a face mask. Or on grabbing that cage. So either way, we'll play. We're going to go four on
Are they only?
4 on 5 for still a minute 9.
Are they going to give Sloan 2 minutes for that? Because that could be a 5-minute penalty.
That's a good point. They haven't put it up on the board yet.
And if they're coincidental 2-minute penalties, they won't put them up on the board.
So indeed, that's how it'll look.
Okay.
Duncan Needham chips it in.
It's not Cameron Britt.
No, it would be Taylor Sloan, so they announce face mask. And Secord will sit as well again for a cross check. So we pretty much remain as we were, 5 on 4 in favor of the Vikings. Huskies chip it out. Here comes Derek Yang down the far side. Derek Yang! Initial save made, rebound loose. And it's cleared away by Morena. Wow, he sat on that one for a while there, Jack.
That was quite a toe save as well.
It was. Eom goes to work in the corner. Shipped off and out and off sides. Just barely. Duncan Needham lets the guys reset. They play catch in the defensive zone. And a little friendly fire. Heads up, coaches. It's coming to you.
I got to tell you, when I was coaching, I always wanted to have a dang helmet on back there. All right.
So 12 seconds left in the penalty to Chris Williams.
All right, hopefully, I think that's Griswold down in the score box. Hopefully he told Gord that Cam Britt is not playing, that it's 44, not 34.
Huskies chip it in, go to work in the corners. Hunter Smith is there for the Vikings. Eom looking to the point.
Power play is over.
Back to 5 on 5. Andrew Fan chips it in, tries to get off the boards, instead picked up by Brett Brumba. His shot goes wide. Here comes the most recent goal scorer, Cam Irwin. Across the blue line, Irwin, far side, nice pass, centering. Shot just goes wide from Ben Lampman. Lampman had that opportunity teed up.
I was about to say that hadn't been Lampman. He's smooth. He's so smooth skating. I can tell when he's skating.
Morris tried to go to Irwin. Says it's going to come back. Darren Morris feels the pressure from the captain. Webster not cleared out. Kai Sleddy rims it back around.
I think we need to make sure people understand that you're saying Sleddy.
Sletty.
Yeah, Sleddy has an E, not a U. So.
It is one that you have to make sure the pronunciation is correct and legible and hearable.
Yes.
Under the 10-minute mark here of the first period, 1-1 the score. Logan Maloney on the backhand, centering try, save made by Nolan Morena. And that will also release Secord and Taylor Sloan, so everyone's free from the sin bin for now. Second line of Maloney, Eom and Yang for the Huskies. To Yang. Tries to shovel it to the point, instead shovels it down low. Comes to Maloney. Yang's there as well. Hunter Smith comes loose. Bit of a high stick. Caught, I believe, Maloney. He appears to be all right. We play on. Maloney takes it himself across the blue line. Works past one man as it lost in the skates. Defensive play by the Vikings turns that one aside. Declan Quinn generates a turnover. However, he can't get by the Huskies. Secord misses. Eom High flips it into the far side. Picked up by Thomas Deegan. See what she, Jess Deegan.
Yeah, for the Deegan family, that's Jess, in case you're wondering. Peter Konopka got irritated with the lineman. Oh, all right.
A little bit of a high hit, not called.
Yeah, in the back of the head, but okay.
Now Carver Johnson falls down. We play on. Now, Jack, you mentioned they do need to keep their wits about them because the Pac-8 tournament is next week. At the end of the day, just let yourself get ready for next weekend. No point to take anything stupid. You need everyone fresh and ready for the tournament.
Yes. Yes. Hopefully, I mean, the compete level is high. But hopefully,
it's always going to be.
Well, more than a lot of series. These are two competitive teams. These two teams are both, although we beat them 4-1 and 10-1 the first time, this is not a walkover like some of the games we play. We've got to play to win this. So to me, the compete level is higher than it has been in some of our games. And a lot of times if you get suspended for getting ejected from a game, it's a one-game suspension. So in theory, if they get kicked out of tonight, they'll miss tomorrow night. They'll be back for the Pac-8, but you can't assume that. So it is a dicey proposition to get into a fight.
To the point. Thrown back in by Darren Morris. He regroups looking D to D. Secord intercepts, waits, looks, finds Declan Quinn for a moment. Here come the Huskies down the far side. Went down low, no one's home. Secord comes back the other way, and the save is made by Jonah Nash. Ethan Secord, one of the notable defensemen for the Vikings. You'll see him flying around, plays a lot of minutes. You saw him out there quarterbacking their top power play unit. He was noticeable in Bellingham and has been noticeable tonight as well.
He took a swipe at Jonah Nash, and the Huskies pushed on him a little bit, but the referee talked to him, so I don't think he's going to get away with that again. As Nash had already covered the puck.
James wins the draw. Fan, his shot doesn't reach the net. Here comes Irwin. Irwin, head-manning opportunity, goes far side. Looking back, nice passing opportunity, and a shot is blocked by Carver Johnson. Here come the Vikings the other way. James to James. Actually, James to Pearson.
Yeah, I was about to say that's Patrick Pearson there.
Irwin's knocked down by Johnson, kept in. Fan, right circle, his shot goes wide. This one's cleared out, come all the way back down. Hunter Smith's there, icing the call.
We got 5:49 to go in the first period, 1-1. Spirited competition here. The Huskies had the early loss of shots on our goal the first 3 minutes, but once we went down a man, it's been a lot of even hockey.
Face off to the left of Jonah Nash. James kicked down the face-off dock. Slutty says, I'll do it, and Brett Bumba decides to come in and take it instead. Cam Irwin pushes it ahead. Drop pass, backhand, save made, second chance opportunity. Comes loose, back to the point. It's Morris to Irwin. Irwin walks in, his shot is deflected to the corner. Huskies come away with it, go back to Morris at the point. His wrist shot, they score!
Score!
It's tipped in! Looked redirected.
Yes, it did.
Not sure if it came off a Husky.
Who's that leading the line? I think that's Dominic Wolf. Maybe.
Your guess is going to be as good as mine. Oh, Jack, we're about as close as we could be. I couldn't imagine doing this any higher.
5:15 to go in the first period. The Huskies take their second lead of the night. No, the first lead of the night.
First lead was Patrick Pearson, and then Cam Irwin made it 1-1. Huskies up 2-1. Hunter Smith rims it around. Nash stops it behind the net. Break out to Noah Vale. We'll have to regroup. I flip to center. Hunter Smith gloves it down and chips it back in. So Dominic Wolf, indeed the goal. Nice job there, Jack. Glad I didn't bet you on that one.
Sloan, and I couldn't hear the secondary assist. Sloan got the first one. I couldn't hear who the second one was.
Maloney.
Maloney, okay.
Oh, Maloney had the puck. I didn't hear the second assist either. Loose in front, still another chance. And it's finally cleared out. We'll get a whistle.
Went up into the netting.
There's Maloney on the backhand with that initial draw.
Right. Right. And I knew it was Wolf because he wears one of the, not the cage, but the plexiglass face mask and the way he skates. So I had no comprehension of his number, but it just looked like Dominic Wolf to me. So, oh, here we go.
Rebound try, a save made. Stays loose. Morena goes diving and they score. No. Ooh. An initial hand signal for a goal. Quickly waved the other way. Morena miraculously keeping that one out. Made a diving save. He made saves like that up in Bellingham that really kept the Vikings in it from what could have been a worse loss at points that weekend.
This is Anthony Anderson on this side. I can tell because he's so bow-legged he couldn't hem up a hog in a ditch.
All right. So I've learned Chidwag from you. I'll admit I probably won't remember that one.
Yeah.
Shot from the point goes wide from Duncan Needham.
Can't hem up a hog in a ditch.
Hem up a hog in a ditch.
Right. Hog can slip right through between his bowed legs.
Needham has it roll past his stick. He's taken down. Puck is in the neutral zone before it's backhanded in by Junio. Jack, have you ever done that to a hog?
No.
All right. Taylor Sloan gives chase in the corner. Centering try, save made. Brando Consolo. Pushing and shoving in front. Morena now makes a save. Hemmed up. You haven't hemmed up a hog in a ditch?
Not recently.
All right. Well, Huskies will get their first power play opportunity of the night. Deegan to the box for 2 minutes.
Maybe between. I'm assuming that the Deegan family is here. Hopefully, I'll see him during the intermission. Jess is one of 4 Deegan boys. All of them big hockey players. And Dad's a big hockey player. Mom tolerates it. Tracy Deegan is a great lady.
Maloney won the draw to Ione before it's pushed back down low. Maloney has it below his own net. Derek Yang comes in to help, comes back up to the point instead. D to D. Walking with it, looking, shot. Blocker save. That was Duncan Needham. Scratch that. believe Cam Smith or Dominic Wolf. Comes back out.
Power play is Dom Wolf.
Right circle. Young to the point. Sloan. Sloan, his shot, and they score. Huskies on the power play go up by 2.
I'm not sure that's not Ben Lampman.
You might be right. That is Ben Lampman.
That's Lampman's office right there, and he don't miss very often.
So Huskies, after trailing 1-0, have now scored 3 unanswered here in the first period. Deegan, who is just in the box, takes it far side. Took a weird bounce past Maisner. Forced the Vikings to have to regroup here momentarily. Yang has it lost in his skates, but is thrown down low. Fan, far side.
I'm gonna have to tell Gordon to turn up the in-house mic. I can't hear him low enough.
I was talking in your ear too. My apologies.
Well, yeah, but I've got a whole ear that's exposed, and if he's loud enough, I don't have to worry about that.
Andrew Fan again to Ochicki. Up ahead to James. James tripped up. Ochicki wants a penalty. He's going to get one. Delayed call coming. Huskies touch, and they'll go to the box.
Number 14 is Meisner. Meisner has joined the team in the last couple of weeks. He wasn't on the original roster.
So I heard their coach say Maisner. Is it Meisner?
Meisner, I think you're right. Meisner.
Okay. So I want to make sure I get it right.
Meisner, I'm pretty sure you're right.
So Derek Yang will go to the box.
My piece of paper fell down there about 10 minutes ago, and I can't bend over to pick it up because, somebody's got to run this here. No, don't worry
I'll get
about
it for you here later.
No, we got a minute and a half left to go. I got a whole intermission.
Husky penalty kill 1 for 2 here in the first period. Brumba loses it. And around to James.
Who do we have in the box?
It would be Derek Yang.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice
cleared
play.
all the way down. Morena comes out of his net to play it. 90 seconds left on the power play. James leaves it to Secord. Secord takes it himself, chips it in, collects a hit from Logan Maloney in the process. James stops it. Secord. Hunter Smith. And Andrew Fan has to regroup at the blue line. Nifty move, picked up. Here come the Huskies. Back short-handed, and a save made.
I believe that was Logan Maloney.
Nice pocket pick by Maloney. Brumba. Hunter Smith. Husky goes down on the far side wall. Delayed penalty coming.
Can you tell who that is? It's skating for the bench there.
Tell you, it looked like there was a 2 in the number,
Okay, that's all right.
but no, unfortunately I could not. So.
Hunter Smith goes to the box.
So we'll play 5-on-4 for 45 seconds.
4-on-4.
Thank you. 4-on-4 for 45 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for the remaining time. Interference was the call to Hunter Smith.
It was a good hit. I mean, a hard hit.
It was, yeah.
I didn't say clean. I said hard.
So unless the, well, more than likely both of these penalties will transcend into the second period, as we only have 10 seconds left here in the first. It's been a 3-1 Husky lead. Pearson got things started on the power play, and then it's been Irwin, Wolf, and Lampman for the Dogs.
Pretty good first line right there.
Indeed it is. It's your entire first line. Left, center, and right. Clock down to 4. Duncan Needham in the corner and half wall, and there's the whistle. 20 minutes in the books. And
So,
a nice
folks,
rebound from the Huskies.
to give you a heads up, I had an interesting conversation with Eric List earlier today on the phone.
Okay.
And based on that phone call, I'm going to come back about 2 minutes left in intermission, and I'm going to explain Pac 8 and the rules and regulations as far as points and all that kind of stuff. If Eric didn't know, I assume all of you don't know as well. So I'm going to explain it to you about 2 minutes before the end of the intermission. So I'll be back in about 13 minutes. Good evening and welcome back to the Kraken Community Iceplex. I told you I'd be back at the 2-minute mark. A little delayed. I was out running around talking to people in the crowd, but let's talk a little bit about the season. The Huskies are listed right now as 21-7-1. So if you add those up, that would be 29 games. Of those 29 games, the Pac-8 seeding is determined by the games played, a 2-game series played against the other 7 teams in the Pac-8. So that is 14 games. Now, for example, Western Washington, we went and played 2 games up there. Those were the counting Pac-8 games. These 2 games, although important, they are not counting in the Pac-8 standings. So every team by the end of this weekend will have played 14 games in the Pac-8 conference. And the seeding will happen from that. Now, these other games that they play count for the matrix to get rankings in the West Conference. So these games do have significance, but the Pac-8 champ and how that got started is Eric looked at the ACHA website, and the conference, we're listed as the 1, but they've already announced that we're going to be the 2nd seed. And Western Washington was listed 2nd, but they're going to be the 3rd seed. So the point is, the Pac-8, we are locked in at the 2 seed for the Pac-8 tournament that starts next weekend. Cal will be the 1 seed, and Western Washington will be the 3 seed. We know that Cal will play Eastern Washington. They are the 8th seed, and other than that, everything else and the times of the games on Friday will be determined after this weekend. So, there you go. Hopefully that gives you some clarification. The 14 games, league games, are the determining factor to seeding. All right.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Jack. Because I was very confused because hearing Huskies going to be 2nd, Huskies going to be 2nd, and then the ACHA website saying otherwise. So either way, 2nd period action coming to you live. The Crack Community Iceplex. We're underway 4-on-4 hockey for 21 seconds, and then will be a Husky power play for the remaining time. Cam Irwin. The Huskies get things started. Into the offensive zone. Darren Morris. Morris stops, looks up to the point as his pocket picked. Gonna skip past the stick of Chris Williams. Andrew Fan's there, Williams. Along with James to Fan down low. Fan loses it on the backhand. Andrew Fan almost had a one-on-one opportunity with Jonah Nash. That was denied. Huskies on the power play now. 5-on-4 for 60 seconds. Icing the call.
Hey, I have a lovely young man named Danny Mossgrave standing behind me. Are you here to run the camera? You've done it before, haven't you? So do you need instruction? There you go. Just, if you have any questions, ask, but there you go. Well, we've got the scoreboard, so you don't even have to focus on the scoreboard. All right. So now I can not see numbers just as well.
It doesn't get any easier when you don't move. When you move from behind the camera to stand right next to me. Loose in front, Darren Morris. Up to the point for Logan Maloney. Maloney back down low. Circles a shot. I believe hit some track before he even reached the net from Morris.
Secord was looking behind him like he didn't know where it was, and then I thought that was the goalie.
Irwin shot into the netting.
I thought it was the goalie looking behind him, but it was Secord.
26 seconds left in the 5-on-4.
Got to tell you, I got an opportunity to talk to Chris Williams, his dad, up from San Jose. Chris is one of our seniors. We'll be honoring him tomorrow night. And what a great young man and a great older man. The Williams family, fantastic. We're going to miss them next year on the team.
Far side shot from Eom. That looked like Eom to me.
Could have been Eon.
Didn't go all the way back down. He's either Eom or Sloan, we're going to call it. There's a 4 in there somewhere.
Okay.
Back to 5 on 5.
Yeah, you almost took me down a path that was going to get me in trouble. So
well, that wasn't my intent.
Yes, no, I know it wasn't. But
Here comes
anyway.
Declan Quinn back the other way with speed. He can't get there.
Whoa.
Puck stays in.
Yeah, somebody should fair catch that puck. It was way up there.
Huskies lead 3-1 here in the opening minutes of the second period.
See that
Penalty coming.
Did you hear that whistle?
I did hear that one.
That was barely audible. He's got to hit that whistle a lot harder than that.
Maybe his whistle's going bad.
Maybe.
Quinn to the box. 2 for hooking.
I was telling a whistle story the other day, but they're about to drop the puck, so I won't tell it right now.
We can come back to your whistle story. Huskies win the draw. Go up to the point. Wolf. Wrist shot right into the glove of Moreno.
Eddie, you got to read that. That's my sister, Aunt Vicky.
Logan Maloney wins the draw. It goes to the corner. Maloney gets it back, centering. Derek Yang looking, taking himself. Yang is shot in the back of Hunter Smith.
Ooh.
Sacrifices the body.
Oh, he gets up and skates away from it.
That's the point. Far side, back to the point, and they've got Yang. Yang looking, his shot. Hunter Smith gets in the way of another one. Another delayed penalty coming. It's covered up. Hunter Smith has stopped 2 before they reach the mouth of Nolan Moreno.
And the one looked like it hit bare leg, and he just hung right in there.
So Ethan Secord pleads his case to a linesman who, well, you can plead your case, but a linesman doesn't make the call initially, so he's not going to reverse it for you. Secord to the box, 2 for cross-check.
I believe this is the second time in the box tonight, isn't it?
It would be. He was the coincidental Miners back in the first period. So we'll play 5 on 3 for a minute 23.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we score before then.
Huskies win the draw. Chris Williams looking for Cam Irwin. Is taken back the other way. Fan.
Great stick by Fan.
Play catch with James, who tried to give it back. Instead, Fan takes it to the corner. Huskies will regroup. 60 seconds left in the 5 on 3. Aaron James picks it up in the corner. Drop to Hunter Smith, and it's cleared back down the ice. Nash sets it up for Irwin. Irwin with speed down the far side, taking himself from the circles, looking, driving in, wrap her around. Still has it on his tape before he goes down low.
I love watching him skate in open ice.
Oh, me too. Williams to Irwin. But Williams thought about the one-timer. Center is deflected to the corner. A one-time opportunity off the board, swallowed up by Moreno.
I believe that was Ben Lampman. I believe.
Works for me.
And the Ben Lampman office over there.
That's where he likes to set up. From the right circle. Maloney on the draw. In 20 seconds here in 5 on 3 action. Maloney wins it down low. Yang to the point. Huskies play catch. Just out of the reach of Yang. Yang back up top. Penalty, first penalty about to expire. Quinn out of the box to 5-on-4 we go for 36 seconds. Yang down low.
Nice
We're gonna say
save by
Wolf.
Yeah,
Wolf.
nice save by
Moreno.
Moreno, but then he was off balance, and so good thing there were no Huskies there for the rebound. Oh, there.
Lampman shot through traffic, got there.
All right, they're not going to let the Western Washington players change because the net came off apparently by Moreno's cause. So now I'm going to tell my whistle story.
Please.
I started refereeing basketball in my early 20s, and they had the old P whistles.
Okay.
And
what is a P whistle?
a P whistle is a whistle that has a little bitty P in there, and that's what happens. That's what happens when you blow a P whistle at the hard. When you blow it hard, it'll get stuck, and it'll make that sound. Well, about the second year I was refereeing basketball, they came out with the Fox 40, which are a series of air chambers that the harder you blow, the louder it gets. It never gets stuck.
Okay.
And when you're in loud gymnasiums, you need the ability, and doing hockey. So I still have from 40 years ago
Back to 5-on-5 hockey.
my Fox 40 whistle, and I still use it from time to time. So anyway, all right.
Yang centering pass intercepted by James. He pushes it ahead to Fan. Fan tries to take it himself, loses it, but James there to collect. Centering pass, or centering shot, goes wide.
I think you were right the first time. I think it was meant to be a pass, but it almost was on net.
Yang in the corner. Huskies try to break it out. Maloney working. Finally, they do. Heiser was in the slot. Another try from the slot from Yang. Hits the back glass. Here comes Andrew Pham. Chips it ahead, looking for James. It's denied. Huskies take it back the other way, or try to. Hunter Smith denies that opportunity.
That was
That was Meisner.
That was a great play by number 3.
Pearson has his stick slashed and broken, and it's going to result in a power play for the Vikings.
Is that Drew Heisner?
Indeed it is.
Drew Heiser. That was it. Anytime you swing down on a stick and the stick breaks or comes out of the player's hand, they're going to call it. It's going to be a slash.
It was a slash. Huskies pleading their case.
Well,
They're trying to.
I'm not sure who.
Maybe they're looking for the right number, because it was Eisner, Drew Heiser, who was talking.
But that's
not.
who's coming to the box. I don't think they know who was supposed to get the penalty.
Kanaka possibly.
Yeah, that
About
looks
a
like
77 off the back of his helmet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Peter Kanopka.
Konopka, but he wasn't the one that slashed down, I do not believe.
Either way, Huskies will sit for 2 minutes unless the Vikings score, something they have done once tonight, and that lone goal came on the power play to get the scoring started in the first period. 14:09 to go here in the second period. Huskies, Vikings, 3-1.
Yes, Danny rocks.
James, Pearson, Quinn, the forwards.
Danny
Webster,
rocks.
And Deegan, the 5 out there for the Vikings.
I got a message earlier from Samar Needham. Hi, Samar. Hi, Brad. Hi, Jordan. Duncan's in the lineup tonight, which is great news.
Duncan's seen him in the first period.
Yeah.
Huskies get a clear.
Oh, look at this.
Here they come with speed. They had shorthanded goals last weekend, and this one's swallowed up.
tell who that is right there?
Came in from Taylor Sloan,
Sloan, okay.
who turned the Jets on. It's just a step or two probably behind where he could have been. If he had got a slightly earlier jump, that might have resulted in a closer scoring chance. But either way, a nice job by Sloan on a shorthanded opportunity.
We saw a great reason why Konopka is one of our captains. He was up on the glass, banging on the glass, cheering on the play. So delayed offsides on the Huskies, but they tag up.
Secor drop pass to James. They work it into the offensive zone, where it comes back out. Aaron James stick handles with it before he shovels it off to Fan. Fan centers. He can't, gets it back. Lays it to the point, looking for Brumba. It's going to be cleared all the way back down. Morena comes out of his net to play at minute 15 to go in the power play. Vikings try to set up the rush. Intercepted, has his pocket picked by Yang. Yang takes it into the corner before he drops it down low. Comes back out. There's Duncan Needham.
Duncan Needham will sling it down. What a great job of killing time in center ice in the offensive zone.
Fan looking, takes it himself, and a save made by Nash. Here come the Huskies. Duncan Needham. Drop, centering, try. No good, just out of the reach.
And Konopka's up, beating on the glass again. Uh-oh. I didn't see what happened. I was busy watching Peter Konopka beat on the glass.
Well, it will result in a neutral zone draw.
Yeah.
At the center ice logo.
There's a big S right there.
24 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, or 5-on-4. Quinn stops it behind his own net. Actually, Morena, excuse me.
Being served by Peter Konopka, even though he didn't do it.
Konopka close to being released.
Nice save, because somebody came out of there.
Morris. To Konopka right out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey we go.
12 minutes to go in the second period.
Harrison Webster was looking for Wojcicki. Here comes Cam Irwin. His shot rings crossbar into the netting. Cam Irwin looks for his second goal of the night, but is denied by the crossbar.
Cam is playing really great, skating great right now. He's in great shape for the Pac-8 tournament. Well, tonight the line of 91, 92, and 11. Those guys, Dominic Wolf, Ben Lattman, Logan Maloney, Cam Irwin are playing so good.
They are.
So good. And I'm not meaning to slight any of our defensemen or our other forwards, but those four guys are skating so well right now.
Jacob James high flips in the offensive zone. Harrison Webster, Patrick Pearson to the corner. Up top, Hunter Smith chips it back down low. Loose right in front. Second chance opportunity, Patrick Pearson. Third chance, diving job from James. It's still loose. Huskies finally cleared ahead to Cam Irwin. Irwin calls for it, drop pass instead. Ain't nothing coming. Brumba. Into the corner, picked up by Hunter Smith. Gonna roll around down low. Harrison Webster in the corner. Webster looking. Goes up to the point. Johnson, his shot goes wide. Fan picks it up. Shoots. Save made. Second chance. Still loose. Still sits in the crease, and it's cleared out. Here comes Irwin again. Irwin fighting through a check. Fights past another check from James. Gets it clear. Huskies in the offensive zone, centering. No good. Wow, what a rush that could have been. Now a shot far out from Duncan Needham.
Yeah, that's Duncan.
It's gloved by Morena. He let it loose. That's why we play on. Very physical second period. And Morena makes another save.
When you say physical, I think what you're insinuating is there are a lot of bodies in front of both goals.
Yes.
And when you get that many people in that close a space, there's a lot of banging around.
Well, physical there. Physical, I mean, on Irwin's rush trying to get out of the zone, he had to fight through like Jacob James and two other players. It's been a different intensity, it almost feels like, here in this second period. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Still-
Halfway through with this period, and nobody scored, but there's been a lot of action.
Into the offensive zone, far side corner. Vikings try to flip it out, more physicality. Declan Quinn has his pocket picked.
Dominic Wolf.
Here. Patterson on the rush.
What was that, Patterson?
Well,
Oh, we have Marino down. Looks like
I didn't catch what the contact was.
I didn't either. But the Vikings are trying to get the referees to make a call. But there is no call coming. He looks to be okay.
Morena puts the mask back on.
By the way, it's great to be able to talk this weekend.
You sound much better.
Much better, man.
Much better.
Man, I tell you. I had to watch the Seahawk game in silence.
And that was a good game. There would have been a lot to cheer about for you.
There were lots of times I wanted to.
You sound much better this weekend.
Thank you. I feel better.
Yang with a toe drag. Couldn't make anything of it. Vikings to Fan. Fan on the backhand, centering, and they almost score, but it just goes wide. Rumba was there on the doorstep. Fan between the legs.
I think
No one
Jonah
was there.
Nash, out of our 5 goalies, I think Jonah Nash is the fastest we've got from side to side. And he got over pretty doggone quick there.
Maloney. Centering, looking for Junie Ohm. It was intercepted before it got there. High, flipped out. Yeah. Nash's lateral movement is phenomenal. Here comes Maloney again. Maloney just has his backhand go wide.
Good defensive play.
Maisner was there just enough to not give him enough room to probably make the move he wanted. Hunter Smith chips it back down.
Maisner is playing some very important minutes for someone that just joined the team a couple of weeks ago. One of their players, and I don't recall which one they said, broke his arm, and so they needed a defenseman, and he's playing well.
Puck caroms off the boards behind the net of Morena. Comes up to Quinn, who can't collect. Huskies look to turn and burn. Offsides. Penalty coming for tripping as James was brought down in his rush. Huskies back to the box.
Is there a number there? Look at the back of the helmet, because
It'll be Anthony Endress.
Yeah, that's Anthony.
So Anthony will sit for 2 minutes. Fan wins the draw to Secord. Secord, his wrist shot is seen through Jonah Nash, and he makes the save. See if they draw up the same thing. Fan on the draw, Brumba to his right, Secord up top. Fan doesn't win this draw. Brumba gets it up to Secord. Secord, his wrist shot goes wide. Fan, Hunter Smith tried to center it, was deflected, and Secord has to chase it all the way back down. Secord leaves it for Brumba. Brumba stops, feels the pressure, gets away from it. Huskies content to just throw it back in. They'll grab a change. Minute 23 left in the power play. Secord slows things down. Now gets it started back to Brumba. He drops to James. James with 22 goals. Gets over to Fan, another 22 goal scorer. They won't get any farther than the blue line. Here comes Derek Yang. Yang works by Brumba. He's brought down. No call coming. Works ahead to Fan. Andrew Fan leads a lot of their rushes. He breaks this one in over to Cooper Hunter Smith. Hunter Smith on the far side, loses it. Huskies clear it off the boards. Secord again to Fan. Gonna say that probably a million more times tonight.
Probably.
That pairing is one of the better ones for the Vikings.
They are. This may be the most dangerous power play I've seen from a team other than the Washington Huskies.
Well, Secord and Fan both go to the bench. With 22 seconds left in the power play, we get a whistle. So we'll see if they elect to put Secord and Fan back out there for the next 22 seconds, or it will be the second power play unit of Webster, James, Deegan, Declan Quinn.
I'm surprised Webster didn't go off for a change. Needham hit him hard, and he took his glove off and shook his hand, but he went and kept playing.
Board battle kills some time. Declan Quinn comes away with it down to 8 seconds.
What a steal.
Huskies about to be out of the box with Anthony Endres. Back to 5-on-5 hockey they are. So Huskies, besides giving up the lone power play goal in the first period, have been perfect on the kill since. Kill off another one. Webster chips it in. Nash is out of his net and stops it. Breaking it out. But regrouping with Maisner.
Under 5 minutes.
D.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Under 5 minutes indeed. Huskies down low. Irwin goes back up to the point. Needham his wrist shot through traffic. Catches a piece of Moreno.
I don't think Moreno saw it.
I don't think he did either, but positioning was his friend there.
Yeah, it was.
Wojcicki backhands it down, forcing the Huskies to have to regroup one more time. Johnson picks it up, flips it out. This is going to go down, and icing the call. That would have been awfully close if they would have let the foot race finish. Huskies would have got there first, so icing will be deemed, but would have been close.
Yeah. Well, we got 4:06 to go in the second period. What a great period of hockey this has been. I think both teams are playing really, really well. Rounding up into shape for the Pac-8 next weekend.
After 4 total goals in the first period, nothing coming in the second. To the corner. Pearson comes away with it for a moment. However, Huskies keep it in. Carver Johnson to Maisner. Works it ahead. Huskies defensively keep it in. Working right side into the glove of Morena. Turn, looks like a 9. I'm gonna say Darren Morris.
Darren Morris, there you go. Darren Morris it is. Darren Morris.
Yep, that was Morris.
One of the 5 seniors we're going to honor tomorrow night. Darren Morris, Chris Williams. We've got Dylan McConnell. We've got Aman Ali and Logan Maloney. Those are the 5 seniors that we will honor tomorrow night before the game. Now, I will make sure that we are on the air probably a few minutes before 8 o'clock tomorrow night, because I do want to broadcast the senior recognition.
Maloney was one-on-one in front with Morena, and he makes the save. Indeed.
Maloney's had 3 opportunities tonight, hadn't cashed in on any of those yet, which is unusual.
I think that might change for the night's over.
Well, if he keeps getting chances, I know it will.
Yang rims one around Jack. I find myself squinting, thinking that's going to help. I don't think it does. But I find myself just naturally trying to squint. Here comes Fan. His rush is broken up. Nash sets it up. The Huskies break it out the other way. Yang, cross ice. Eom works through traffic where he loses it. Back to Eom. Blocked away. Yang's there for the second chance.
Oh.
Yang tries to pick it up again, but Morena goes diving on and out of the crease.
About 15 feet out of the crease to dive on that hand grenade.
Hey,
Out a way to go. Pull the pin.
2:34 to go here in the second period. We're having fun.
We're having fun. My coffee has turned cold already.
My tea's still staying warm,
Oh, okay.
I think. I'll report back after the intermission. Eom in the corner. Goes up to the point. Eisner. Cross ice. Save made by Morena. Eisner throws it back down.
Nice play by Drew Heiser.
Webster. Tried to get it to Declan Quinn. His pass just out of the reach. Chipped in and chipped right back out.
Danny, who's that over there? Who's that over there?
At the right circle.
Who?
Chance right in front.
Okay, Peter
Turned
cannot.
away.
Okay, so Peter's out there with Drew. Okay,
James.
Danny is a defenseman. He knows the defenseman.
He knows the deep airs. Whistles, it goes into the bench.
1:24 to go. Right here in the second period. Hey, you think there's any chance we can pay them to go change jerseys at the end of the second period?
I wish. These are really cool jerseys. I do want to give them respect. Like, they are cool. The state of Washington on the front.
Yes.
Script, Huskies or Washington across the chest. I haven't got a good read.
I don't remember. I was saying, these jerseys are phenomenal when they go to Children's Hospital or they go do charity work, and our guys do a lot of charity work. They go to the pet adoption shelter every year. They go to Children's Hospital and do different things. And these jerseys are perfect for that. They're just not good for hockey.
Needham, his shot from the point. No, they're beautiful jerseys. And honestly, even just a little white outline maybe around the black number just to make it pop a little bit.
Yeah, that's all it needs.
Great.
Yep.
They are phenomenal jerseys nonetheless.
They're smaller numbers, and they only have a little thin piece of purple
And there's no nameplates on the back.
No nameplate, so you can't even rely on that. Looks like, what was that, an intentional offsides, I think is what that was being called.
Well, as Jack and I yapped, we're down to 36 seconds to go here in the second period.
How'd that happen? Eric and
Good conversation.
Eric and I are honored to be asked to be the announcers for the Pac-8 championships next weekend. So we will be broadcasting all 7 games. The 4 games starting at 10 o'clock Friday morning. Nice pass. Oh,
Just goes wide.
What a
Yang
save.
set that one up, but a beautiful save made by Morena. Here comes Fan back the other way. He's going to have a one-on-one opportunity. Fan to the backhand. Pushed it just wide. Second chance, still loose in the crease. Huskies, flip it out. Fan lost on his forehand. Here it comes back the other way. Eom, looking. His wrister up in the netting. Time expires to end the second period. Wow, what a way to go out through 2 periods of play.
What a crazy end to that period.
Fan takes it one way, Eom takes it the other.
That
No
period,
goals this period.
No scoring with all that excitement. But anyway, so
Sorry, continue.
Eric and I are honored to be asked to be the Pac-8 broadcasters. We're still working out some details. For instance, are we going to use the, thank you. We're still trying to establish if we're going to broadcast on the UW Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube page, or the Eastern Washington YouTube page. We will try to inform all of the Husky players so they can let you know. But those I think those are our 2 options.
I think so too.
So, Eastern Washington Hockey YouTube or University of Washington right here channel. And so we are honored to be able to do that next weekend. And we will be back in about 14 minutes for the third period action. Your score, Huskies 3, Vikings 1. Hey, we can sing country music. Welcome back to the Kraken Community Iceplex.
Just because we can doesn't mean we should.
Eric Liss was just, but until I was unmuting the microphone, Eric Liss was singing a little country music.
Attempting.
Yeah.
Stick to my day job.
We were talking about that in my older days. Every time we had country line dancing, because of the way I talked, they all thought I was the one that should be teaching country line dancing. Didn't matter if I liked country
You
music.
used to sing, right?
I used to sing.
That's what I thought, okay.
Yes, I used to sing. I used to dance. I used to tell jokes. I'm a retired cruise director. So
Now, did you sing as a cruise director?
I did.
Is that okay?
I did.
Well, we welcome you back for the final 20 minutes of Husky hockey here from Kraken Community Iceplex. The University of Washington Huskies versus the Western Washington University Vikings. We were scoreless in the second frame, so all the scoring came back in the first period. Patrick Pearson got it started on the power play for the Vikings before it was 3 unanswered from Irwin, Wolf, and Lampman. And that's how we got to where we are.
All right, Logan Jones on the music, So what is he doing other than music? Oh. Okay. All right.
The top line, Irwin, Lampman, Wolf.
Hey, I'm gonna use a British word.
Okay.
We got 1 period left in the penultimate regular season game.
All right, there we have it. We're underway on the penultimate game of the regular season. In simpler terms, the second to last game of the regular season, if you're looking for that definition.
Yeah.
Van, his shot deflected wide, picked up by Brumba before it's knocked. The net is knocked loose, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, Jonah Nash kicked it off when he moved over to the right side. That happens.
Penultimate's a good word. I like the word penultimate.
Yeah, don't.
Not used enough. You don't?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the word penultimate. By the way, I haven't said hello to Bob Vanderregen. He's back home. That's my father-in-law. He's back at my house taking care of all 4 dogs. We have 3 and he has 1. And so, hi, Bob. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
To the point. Williams throws it down low. Centering, listen, they score! Second chance opportunity. The Huskies bury one, not even a minute into the third period.
It looks like Ben Lampman leading the charge.
Indeed it does. Lampman with his second of the night. I see a 9 and I see a 2, so we're going to go with that. Either way,
yes,
the score that matters, it's 4-1 now.
Yeah,
or actually, 4-1.
It's a team sport. It doesn't matter who scored it.
But Lampman with his second of the night. We're back underway. Lampman had a very strong game 1 against Eastern. Had one of those short-handed goals.
The puck is by Jonah Nash lost the puck, but he had saved it and it had gone behind the net. What a great rush by Western Washington.
Huskies try to take the rush back the other way. Into the corner it goes. And Vikings break it out. Maisner chips it ahead, but misses Patrick Pearson. Offside's the call. It was a delayed offsides whistle.
Yeah, it was.
Very delayed.
So Danny came up and he said to us that so far before this period, so in the first period, the referees got every one of the goals wrong because of the jerseys, so the Huskies jerseys. So
Eom loses it, picks it back up, rims it back around to Yang. Eom, his wrist shot goes just wide. I believe it hit C-court as he labors into the corner. Players go down. Brumba comes away with it. Going to go the length of the ice. Huskies win the foot race and will get the icing call.
Drew Heiser gets back there first. By the way, I said hello to Bob Vanderregen back home, but I also want to say hello to my sister, Vicki Manning. She is my technical director. She tells me when we screw things up. So thanks, Vicki.
Tie up on the draw, goes into the corner. Huskies try to center. A stick whacked, they finally come away with it up to the point. Shot deflected down low. Secord tried to turn and burn, he couldn't. It's picked off. Secord finally gets it ahead. Ochicki loses it. Just out of the reach of Cam Britt. Ferguson gave chase in the corner for a moment. Come all the way back down. Huskies have to regroup and break it out. Patterson.
Bob and Vicki both say hello, Eric.
Hello. Hope they're doing well. Andrew Fan. Fan, center, shot wide from James. Picked up by Hunter Smith on the half wall.
I think this is
He
the first
protects
time.
with
I think this is the first time both Jameses has been out there together.
Believe you're right. Aaron and Jacob. Now they were split up. Delayed penalty coming. Morena to the bench.
Yes.
So 6-on-5.
Duncan Needham hit Fan in the back over here.
Fan backhands it ahead to Aaron James. James has no help, takes himself. Huskies touch up, and there's the whistle.
Duncan Needham figured he was already going to the box. He might as well just knock him off his skates.
So Duncan Needham to the box, as Jack said. Two for cross-checking. Vikings back on the power play. The penalty kill for the Huskies has been strong. Only allowed 1 goal so far tonight, besides numerous trips to the boxes. Vikings win the offensive zone draw. Secord to James, just out of his reach. James tries to get it back. Battles, comes away with it. Hunter Smith to Secord. Secord dumps it back down low for Andrew Fan. Fan. Far side Brumba. Secord pinches in. It's going to burn him. Here comes a one-on-one back the other way. James hustles. Backhand, safety score! It sneaks through. Huskies get a shorthanded goal from Drew Heiser.
What a play! What a play! We're going to score on a shorthanded. We might as well take more penalties.
Logan Maloney.
Yeah,
Actually, that's a 2. Yeah, Logan Maloney.
Yeah, I think. I didn't think that was. Drew's normally not on the special teams. Logan Maloney makes more sense to me.
Well, Maloney with a shorthanded goal.
And his 4th opportunity, and like you said, that's not going to last very much longer.
So the power play continues. Unassisted.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Saw that one coming.
He deflected the puck and went out and got it.
It's all the way back down. Morena comes out of his net, sets it up. 66 seconds to go in the power play for the Vikings. They'll play catch behind the net. Declan Quinn comes away with it. Quinn pushes it past the red line, drops it back, collects a hit in the corner. Webster dumps it in. Huskies clear it all the way back down. Webster's fighting with Ferguson for a moment. Jake Ferguson goes to the bench. Deegan to Pearson. Pearson got the lone goal for the Vikings in the first period. Comes back out to James, the neutral zone. Pearson was trying to grab a change. Quinn helps him out, and they both go grab a change. They dump it in. 26 seconds to go in the power play.
Had an opportunity to talk to Pearson's dad in the first intermission, And
Tripping coming on the Vikings. So the last 14 seconds of their power play will be negated.
what sportsmanship? Who was that? Can you tell?
Secor tripped up Derek Yang.
Okay. Yang picked the stick up, took it to him. They exchanged niceties, man. That's excellent.
Secord with frustration. It's the third time he's been in the box tonight.
Yeah. But I was talking about something and the butterfly flew by.
So 14 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Huskies have a power play. They'll win the draw, go back to the point. Lampman. Morena makes the save. Ah, they scored.
I was about to say,
I thought Morena did make the save.
I believe that is number 91, Dominic Wolf.
Hunter Smith comes away with it off the draw. Stops, tries to turn back to the point for help. Duncan Needham out of the box. So indeed it is Wolf, his second of the evening. So Huskies on the power play for the next minute 27. Smith goes back down low. He gets it back. Actually, that's Lampman who dishes it down low. Centering, trying to go over to Yang, but Hunter Smith just clears it out. Brumba pressure to the neutral zone, trying to get the Huskies to slip up. He can't. They'll grab a change. Here come the Huskies on a rush. Maloney collects a hit, but chips it in, but it gets knocked right back out. They have to regroup one more time. Chris Williams to Cam Irwin. Irwin uses his speed to the circle, stops to the point. And it's cleared back out. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Irwin.
I think we're getting a little bit reckless with the puck. 5-goal lead.
Morris.
That's better. All right.
To Irwin. Comes out of the zone. We'll have to regroup with 10 seconds to go. Chris Williams. He gets it back. Secord out of the box in 4. Williams, his shot deflected into the corner. Back to 5-on-5. Secord if he hustles. Irwin's there. Nash comes out of his net to play it. Irwin, nice job to hit Secord to knock him off the puck.
Yeah, Jonah Nash was out of his net, and great job by Cam Irwin, because you got to tie the guy up whether you want to or not.
Odd man rush back the other way to James, to the works of the backhand, and it's saved. Puck stays out, net comes off, arm of the referee goes
Yeah,
up.
there's going to be a tripping penalty, so looks like the Huskies are going to be down a man again.
This time Cam Irwin will go to the box.
Yeah, a little bit of. I know this is going to be hard to believe, but Cam was doing a little chatting over there. A little chatting. Oh, well, we got two guys coming to the box. Is that Dominic Wolf?
It is Taylor Sloan.
No, Taylor Sloan. Okay. Okay, I'm going to want to listen to the announcement for this. Well, a full 2 minute 5-on-3 with 12:24 to go in the third period.
Huskies started out by clearing it down. It's a good way to start a 5-on-3. So 2 slashings to Irwin and Sloan.
Yeah, and I couldn't hear what the penalties were. But okay.
So 5-on-3, James works it past the blue line. Can't sidestep 2 guys. Taken down and heap in the corner to Fan. Whistle coming, hand pass.
We talked about this when we were up in Bellingham, and it's coming back to me now.
Okay.
And Western Washington has Brett Brumbaugh, and they have number 17, Andrew Pham, and they've got number 26, Patrick Pearson, and they've got Secord, and they've got some really. Oh, okay.
Timeout called by the Vikings with 11:42.
Oh, was that Vikings? I
Yep.
thought he said, okay.
I heard Vikings.
Okay. Well,
Which would make sense, a 5-on-3, minute 18,
Yes.
so that'd be nice.
yes. So they've got some really good players, but they don't have enough really good players. Their depth is what costs them, which is why in the third period their top guys are just tired. They're just tired. That's how we scored 6 goals in the third period of the second game, and we've scored 3 early in this period. They've got quality players, but they've got to add some more of them. If they had another 3 or 4 quality players like the ones their top 2 lines, they would be. But I think they have to build depth.
They do, and that's something that head coach Adam Seeger has talked about, and he's really excited for his future. He feels like he has a lot of depth potentially coming in for the program. And to back that up, they have played tremendously hard, but indeed it is tough when you're only running 3 forward lines compared to the Huskies, who can roll 4 full lines of forwards at you. It just, in times, especially when you get down, you lean on your top players to eat a lot of those big minutes, and the more they're on the ice, you can be the best conditioned athletes in the world. Secord, his shot goes wide, but fatigue will still set in.
Fan, Brumbaugh, Secord, James and Pearson are out there all the stinking time. And it's just, at this level, you got to get a break. And I just, I really enjoy spending time with Adam Seeger. And I love his passion for the game. He has incredible positive energy. And he just needs to build depth. But he's incredibly excited about this year's team. And as a number 3 seed, he's looking forward to next weekend, next Friday, getting the first Pac-8 win of the Western Washington.
Back to
history.
5-on-5. Irwin out of the box, and Morena plays it.
Yeah, that was the goalie iced the puck. But hey, like I say, if he's right and with his enthusiasm, I bet they're even going to be a bigger challenge next year.
So Huskies kill off a 5-on-3. 10 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the third period. Up by 5, an offensive zone draw to the left of Morena, won by the Huskies. Quick shot, swallowed back up by Morena. And all 8 teams you will see in the Pac-8 tournament next week, and no team eliminated before they even get there. Now it is single elimination though. Win and you move on.
Right.
Lose and your season is over.
We start at 10 o'clock Friday morning.
Shot through traffic, doesn't reach the net of Morena. Goes down low.
The games are staggered every 3 hours. There will be a 1 o'clock game, a 4 o'clock game, and then the final game will be at 7. We do know that final game is the only one we know for sure.
Shot from Darren Morris, swallowed up by Morena.
Well, Chicky did a great job of laying down, taking the shooting lane away. But
Western's done that a lot tonight. They've
Yeah.
put guys in front. They do a good job of sacrificing the body, trying to help Morena out any chance they can.
they really do. The only matchup we know at this time is the Eastern Washington Cal game. Will be the 7 o'clock game next Friday. And the reason I know that is because that is since they're playing at the Eastern Washington rink, they always play the last game of that first day, regardless of what their seed is.
Perfect, I learned something new. James keeps it in. Goes over to Pearson, who loses it off his stick. Back the other way. Cam Irwin cut the wrong way. Puck goes the other way, but Irwin still there to pick it up. The Ice Monster bites him right from the linesman, too.
Oh,
Long shot from Darren Morris. Reached Morena. Back to Morris. Morris looks. Fires just wide. Deacon was down in front of the net. He gets back up. Brumba trying to chip it out. He can't. Huskies down low. Centering. Bouncing puck loose in front. Morena makes the save and covers it up.
Jess Deegan has a younger brother named Teddy Deegan, who plays. Teddy plays for the Butte, Montana Irish.
All right.
Very good hockey family. Jess Deegan, Teddy Deegan, Tad. Heck. See, I shouldn't have said Tad because I forgot the fourth son's name right now. What a great family. Love the Deegans.
Huskies win the offensive zone draw. They go to the point. Duncan Needham throws it back down low. Andrew Fan tries to spin away with it out of the zone. He can't. Huskies keep it in. 8:18 to go here in the third period. Off the glass and out. Rumba with speed.
Look at the
Trying to
hustle.
make something out of nothing, potentially. He does. He comes away with it for a moment in the corner. Andrew Fan, hit by Duncan Needham. Fan gets back to his feet. Goes to Mesner. To Fan. And save made by Nash.
They have not made life easy on Nash.
No.
They have tested him.
Collision in front. 2 Vikings, 1 Husky. Brumba tries to clear it. Goes down low. 7:20, 7:30 to go. And they
Oh!
score the backhand.
That looks like Logan Maloney.
Indeed it is. Logan Maloney makes it 7-1.
What a silky backhand that was.
That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I wasn't expecting him to shoot. I was expecting him to look for a pass. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Moreno was looking for him to pass as well, because that was a bad. He was hard on the backhand.
With speed, drop pass. Maloney looking for another one. This one, Morena sees all the way and makes the save.
Patterson and Consolo with the assist. All right.
Konopka goes over to Heiser. Picked back up by Konopka. Konopka, his wrist shot goes all the way through, but is saved made by Morena. Intercepted by Young. Konopka scratched that. Now finally comes back out.
All right. Aunt Dick said the picture is frozen, but it looks like it. Let me check it here.
Well, Cooper Hunter Smith tries to break it out. We'll go a little radio style. Declan Quinn chips it in to the left side, goes into the netting, and we get a whistle. 6:17 to go here in the third period. Huskies lead 7-1 over the Vikings.
By the way, I got some bad news for you, Eric.
Yes, sir.
The Pucks and Passion promotion was a big hit.
That's not bad news. That's great news, Jack.
No, that's bad news. That means I want to do it again.
It was phenomenal, Jack. The crowd was plentiful.
No,
It was one of the best crowds we've seen all year.
It was
a really good event.
It was. We probably had 1,000 people in this barn.
Oh
here.
yeah. They announced. Let me see. I have the numbers.
Well, they said over 800.
They said over 800, and I would agree. It felt like way more than 800 people. Over 1,000 stuffed animals were thrown that night for Pucks and Passion.
1,064 to be precise.
Okay, of the stuffed animals.
Yes, so the stuffed animals.
Okay, I thought you were saying of the tickets at first.
No, Cheyenne.
Oh, so James, they initially were escorting to the box, and now they're escorting him off the ice.
Unsportsmanlike.
Sportsmanlike conduct. His night's done. Aaron James done for the night.
And let's see who we got coming to take his place in the box. 87. Do they have an 87? They do have an 87. Xander Souls. That was the most ice time Xander Souls had tonight. Okay.
So he'll sit for 2 minutes, which
Eric's looking at me so weird right now. I don't.
First, if that's a 10-minute misconduct, it doesn't seem right that Souls is only sitting for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Another delay penalty coming, so we'll go 5-on-3.
So
Husky smartly let James touch up.
So Fan's going to go to the box. So he got a 2-minute penalty, and apparently he said a magic word. So he got a game misconduct.
So two in a game, okay.
And because he got sent off the ice, he's serving the 10. All right.
I'll explain why I was looking confused at you later.
Okay. I forgot what I even said now, but okay.
So 5-on-3 for a minute 32.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. I had initially thought they had called the game misconduct as the penalty, but if they had, I missed the first penalty, which would make more sense. A 2-minute in a game, hence where you get to a 5-on-3. Huskies have no power play goals on the night, but they do have a shorthanded goal. Came from Logan Maloney. That made it 5-1 at the time. To Yang. Yang thought about it, goes over to the other side. And a save made by Morena. Yang goes back down low. They go up to the point. Plays catch. The circle. One-timer save made. That's Dominic Wolf who's quarterbacking. He'll get it up top of the blue line. Wolf walks, looks, goes down low, left side. Wrister save made by Morena. And Wolf just loses it out of the zone. We get a whistle though. Holding on the Huskies.
Okay. We have a penalty. Who's the penalty on now? They got another
Logan Maloney,
Oh, okay.
2 for holding.
Okay. Vicky, on my computer, the Vicky is telling me that the picture is or was frozen.
So I've got it pulled up here on my computer working, so potentially give it a refresh maybe.
Yeah.
So I've got it working on my end. So we'll play 5-on-4. Irwin at the right circle. Works back up to the blue line. Goes down low. To the corner. That was a shot from Drew Heiser. To Irwin.
I think it's Logan Maloney because.
Well, Maloney's in the box.
Oh, well then it's not Logan Maloney, is it?
Darren Morris has his shot blocked. Goes back up to Irwin. And just out of the reach. Actually, that might be Daniel Mosgrave.
Daniel Mosgrave's right here.
Oh, no, it's... Sorry, it looks like a 5. You're right. Danny's right next to us, isn't he? And save made. Hey, Danny, you're on the ice then.
We just called your number.
It looked like a 5 in my defense.
Okay. I'm convinced that the problem may be on Vicky's end because Grandpa Bob just said that it's working fine there. It's working fine here. So hopefully everybody's still seeing the hockey action. Hey, we got 3.5 minutes left. We're trying to hold it together with some duct tape.
What is it about games against Western Washington that have not went our way this year, Jack?
Hey,
James?
we are a lot more comfortable here than we were in the corner last time. So
see, we can see from up here.
Yes,
but then seeing numbers has.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're hoping to make everything right.
6 of one.
Whoa,
6 of the other.
That somebody, one of those guys need to replace their whistle.
See, I hear the whistle.
I do too, but yeah. Oh,
Aaron James to the box, so that will negate the rest of what was a power play for the Vikings.
Well, we got one James in the shower and one in the penalty box. What are you trying to find?
It's Chris Williams. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's Chris Williams on the backside there. And I assume that's probably Darren Morris that skated off with him.
Well, he had a funky stick, and that's what I was trying to look for earlier when I was actually looking for, I said Danny for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So 4-on-4 for a quick 6 seconds. And then the Huskies will get a power play.
Maloney is out.
There goes Maloney out. Puck loose in front. Vikings try to chip it out. They do. Sandberg backhands it in. However, his attempts to do anything more than that, no good. Huskies come back the other way. The circles. Williams has his pass go wide, and back down it goes.
2 minutes to go.
Chipped into the corner. Back to the point. Hits Brumba. But we play on. 47 seconds to go in the power play. Cutting in front. The save made by Morena. Second chance opportunity. Loose on the doorstep. Morena gets over just in time. However, the puck never reached his net.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
That came out of the zone.
It did.
30 seconds left to go on the Aaron James penalty. 125 to go in the game. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow night. 8 o'clock is the game time, but we will be on a little bit early for the senior celebration. Again, we're going to have Chris Williams, Darren Morris, Dylan McConnell, Logan Maloney, and Aman Ali celebrated as seniors in their final regular season game.
Talking to Cheyenne, a lot of cool festivities planned for tomorrow. So you'll want to tune in the live stream. Minute 7 to go, 67 seconds here in the third period, 12 seconds left in the James penalty.
She shared the details with you. She never told me anything.
I got a little, I was privy to a little bit of insider information.
Well,
We were chatting for a little while.
hey, it's like a magic act. I don't want to see how the sausage is made.
It's gonna be cool. So they've got a lot of really cool plans tomorrow to honor the Husky hockey seniors. 35 seconds to go here. Huskies with a commanding 7-1 lead over the Vikings.
Well, I'm gonna have a great time talking about our seniors, and
One last try.
Lo-
Shot
lo-
from James was deflected nicely by Mochecki. However, Nash makes the save.
the Darren Morris, when he started playing, he was number 9 because his older brother was number 10, and a very vital part of the Husky hockey team. So Darren got to spend, I think, 2 years playing with his brother.
Really?
And then his brother graduates. He comes out of the shadow, becomes the captain, and so there's that's a cool story.
That's a really cool story.
And I had no idea until last year. I saw the mom with a Husky jersey. Half of it said 9 and half of it said 10. And I said, thank you so much. Danny Mossgrave, ladies
Thank
and
you,
gentlemen, Daddy Mossgrave. And so I talked to the family about that, and they're very proud of what they've done, and they should be. 7-1 is your final score.
Jack,
Yes.
a 7-1 game, however, I fear that really doesn't tell the full story because it was only 3-1 through 2 periods of play. This third period is finally where things ended up boiling over. But man, what a good first 40 minutes it was. And I think we'll be in store for a really good game tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this team is going to be the 3rd seed at the Pac-8 because they are in the top 3. Cal, Washington, and now Western Washington. The last 2 years, it's been Cal and Washington, but now we've got to watch out for these guys. What happens tomorrow night is not going to be nearly as important as if we win our first round game and they win their first round game. We're going to have to play them in the semifinals, and that's where they're going to be dangerous. So that's something we got to think about.
Well, tomorrow we'll see one more meeting of the regular season between the Huskies and the Vikings. But Jack, it's a 7-1 final here at the Crack Community Iceplex.
This is what I love seeing. Every time we've got Huskies and they invite the other team into the prayer at center ice. And Cam Britt is normally out there in uniform, but he's not in uniform tonight, but he's out there in the prayer circle at any rate. Some of the coaches from the Vikings are out there, a couple of the coaches. So, all right. Well, it's been a lot of fun. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the last regular season game, and it promises to be a lot of fun. So we'll see what's going to happen. We don't know who's going to be in net. We don't know who's going to be healthy, and so we're going to be surprised right along with you. But we are going to celebrate 5 great guys.
Well, Jack wraps it up perfectly. It's a final 7-1 the Crack Community Iceplex. We'll talk to you all tomorrow. Good night, everyone.